All right, we are live. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Big Nick, good afternoon.
Shit, sorry. Good afternoon, good night,
afternoon.
good morning,
Good
happy
afternoon.
Easter,
Good
Merry
night, Nick.
Christmas, wherever you're from.
I think we're actually like the furthest away you could be from Christmas right now, pretty much.
Are we?
It's July.
I thought December
Christmas-
26th
Christmas
was the
in
furthest
July.
away from
Oh.
Christmas, July.
Christmas in July.
Yeah. Christmas, July. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
I mean, in a technicality, it's my half birthday in a week.
Ooh.
Not that I celebrate that shit, but it's
Yeah.
just always, somebody told me that one time and it just like stuck to my head.
We're 10 months away from mine, so
Hey,
start the countdown.
yeah, don't fucking race it. Let me tell you, everything fucking goes downhill the older you get. Let me tell you.
I haven't looked forward to a birthday since I turned 21. After that, didn't care. Didn't care at all.
Oh yeah. Let's not act like you weren't smoking the doobies before 21.
What are you talking about? Never in my life. Still haven't. Still haven't. Would
Get
never.
some urine sample out of this.
I would never put my lips to such a thing.
You wouldn't put your lips on that bond?
The devil's lettuce? Absolutely not.
All right.
I'm a saint.
Yeah, and I'm Jesus. All right. So, without further ado, make sure you guys like and subscribe. We got
Hey, don't get ahead of yourself. You got to guess what episode we're on.
All right, so this is a weird week. 439.
Hey,
Hey.
gotcha.
Episode 439, which would mean Monday will be 440.
Yep.
That's right.
Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Turn your notifications on. As you guys know, we are on today. We will not be on tomorrow. Dante won't be here. Johnny won't be here. And, I told him I'd do it myself, but it's not the same. So, me and Simon can't just look at each other, even though we're both sexy as hell. Just can't do it. So, just wouldn't be right. Wouldn't be ethical. So, we're going to wait until Monday. We'll be back to normal schedule next week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So, again, we are not on tomorrow. We are on now. The YouTubers, you're going to get a special little presentation today. We got Joke of the Day later today.
Woo.
Might throw some memes in there. Might throw some 69s. Might throw some dad jokes. Might throw some mom jokes. Might throw some Zach Wilson jokes. Who the fuck knows?
Oh, I hope so.
But make sure you like and subscribe. Johnny will tell you what's coming out tomorrow and over the weekend because obviously we won't be here tomorrow. And I'm going to let him take that away.
All right. So I'll let you know what's coming out all this weekend through Thursday through Sunday because we're not back till Monday. So let me pull up our calendar. It's right here. Tonight, we've got Mustache Bros Wrestling on that channel. Guess the star rating part 2.
That was a good one. People liked it the first time around, so we decided to do a part 2 to it.
And then tonight, Big Nick, we got a big video. Snack time.
Is it yours and mine?
Yep, pizza cupcakes.
Pizza
cupcakes.
Yep.
You want to see something special? Go ahead and watch that.
Yes, sir.
I take care of Johnny on snack time.
Yeah, he certainly does. Big Nick knows. He knows how to treat me well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Then Friday.
Last time we were on, I was on Snack Time with you. It was the furthest thing from enjoyable. No offense to you, of
None
course.
taken.
It wasn't the
not
people.
enjoyable.
It wasn't because of the people involved. It was because of the food that was
There
involved.
was a lot of milk.
That was an
I would have
episode.
thought we were cows.
That was an episode for the. Oh, we were mooing after that. We
You
were.
could have squeezed my fucking shit.
We were
with the milk.
mooing,
That-
burping, farting, shitting,
I'm
everything.
telling you right now, if you squeezed me that day, it would have been a relief. It would have been coming out all fucking.
I just remember just one part. You got up out of your seat and you sat down on the floor and you hit the floor and you just fucking farted. That was the funniest shit. I felt so bad for Izzy. Oh my god, that girl had to have like a biohazard suit on. She should have had one on. That thing was absurd.
Lives of interns, huh, Simon? Life of
You're
interns.
next, buddy. You're next to be locked in that room.
Yep,
Good
sure.
times. Good times.
Oh yeah, great times.
Yep.
Took care of Kevin with the Lunchables last week, so
I heard he may have broke a
he
commandment.
did.
Unbelievable.
He got rattled.
He got
What
rattled.
an asshole.
He got rattled.
Asshole got rattled.
Then over the weekend, on Saturday on the Mustache Bros Wrestling, we got celebrities in wrestling.
Yes. So just basically, there's like a scenario given where it's like this person, this celebrity was a part of this match this year, blah, blah, blah. So we have to guess which celebrity it was. Very challenging. There's been a lot of celebrities that have stepped into the squared circle, as they call it.
The squared circle?
The squared circle. That's what they call a wrestling ring. So
Huh?
What happened?
No triangles, no
No,
circles?
no triangles. Just a little inside wrestling talk, and a little inside baseball,
little inside
inside
baseball?
wrestling. So yeah, that should be a good one.
Then also on our main account, we got Past the Aux, part 3 coming out on Saturday.
Did you guys record that? That's when I
You
was
were-
out?
you were out, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, Cocoa Brain.
Now that should be a
Coco.
fun one. You guys have been asking for it. We listened. Sophie is the host of it, so check that out on Saturday. And then Sunday on our main account, we've got Wrestlers by Emojis. Dante and John.
Also a good one. Yeah, we're giving you part 2s of this week of videos that you guys absolutely fucking loved the first time around. So this is Mustache Bros. We had a little bit of a little tiny hiatus. Me and John were out of the office a few days. We got a little behind. So we decided we're coming back. We decided to come back with a bang. So we have a lot of good stuff coming out this week.
Very nice. Very good stuff. Let's just get into it. Let's start talking about some topics. We got
sir.
a lot to talk about today.
Watch it,
Oh,
buddy.
Colin just walked.
Watch it.
The first topic today, the Donovan Mitchell might be on the move. Jazz and Knicks have been engaged in trade talks for Donovan Mitchell. Knicks
still won't be relevant.
Knicks have become the focus destination for Danny Ainge and the Utah front office to ship Donovan Mitchell to.
Yeah, this shit's fun. It's hilarious that Danny Ainge just steps into Utah.
Gets rid of both.
He has zero ties to any of these guys here and is just dealing and wheeling and dealing. Trader Danny at it again. I mean, the thing is you traded Gobert and you got in return 4 or 5 guys and 4 first-round picks. Like
That was pretty good.
it was that's the best you're gonna get for Rudy Gobert, and then you set the bar to what you can get from Mitchell. So it's like the Jazz, like they have a ton of leverage in this situation because like a team could be like, oh, I want to give you 4 or 5 picks. It's like, bro, we got 4 picks for Rudy. It's like this is different. This is a guy that you could potentially build around. So he's gonna go for a lot, and obviously, like you said, the Knicks. They're probably the team that seems like is most engaged, most focused team trying to get him.
The Heat don't have enough.
Heat don't. I mean, they have. I mean, if they wanted
The
to
Heat
put
could do
together a
it.
package,
Yeah.
they could, but they're not. The thing is with the Knicks have 8 first-round picks available over the next few years, and that's what the Jazz want. That's what Danny Ainge wants. He wants draft picks to rebuild, reload, and honestly, I don't blame him because the Utah Jazz. I mean, we saw the furthest they can go. I mean, they hit their ceiling.
Not getting through the Clippers.
Yeah,
Phoenix.
they're a great regular season team. Like they've been the last 3-4 years, they've been at the top of the conference. But when it comes to the playoffs, they can't get it done. So it's like either you keep adding and you try to make a run back, or you start over. And obviously they made their decision there. I don't think Donovan Mitchell. I don't think he's going to be in Utah next year. I think he's going to be gone before the season starts. And if the Knicks want to give up 8 first-round picks, by all means.
I think 8 first-round picks.
They have 8 first-round
Yeah.
picks. I think that's what you're going to have to do. It could be like 6 first, 2 swaps, or like, protections, whatever. But hey, if the Knicks want to do that, I mean, obviously it makes them better. But we talked about it earlier. I don't think Donovan Mitchell's that guy. I think he's a great player. I think he could be a great number 2. I don't think he's a guy that can lead a championship team, in my opinion. He's young. He still has ways to go. But if the Jazz can get something like that for him right now, I think they have to do that. So.
Yeah, I think he'll get moved. I don't see a reason for the Jazz to keep him at this point. You got rid of Gobert.
Yeah.
You got rid of and that's one of your big pieces. Obviously, you got a good haul.
Royce O'Neal.
Ooh,
That should have been the first sign right there.
it was.
So Brian Windhorst, when he was yep. Why would they do that?
Why would they do that?
Why would they do that?
Why would they do that? Yeah, I mean, they got a really good haul for Rudy.
Yeah.
A lot of depth pieces and a lot of picks, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not going to help you get over that hump next year with Donovan Mitchell.
No.
You got to retool. You got to take a step back. I mean, Mitchell's what, 23?
23, 24, something like that, yeah.
Is he?
24, 20. He's been in the league 5 years.
Really?
Was he?
He's
Oh.
25.
25.
About
Okay.
He could be 26
So
next
he
year.
hits his prime in what, 1-2 years?
Yeah.
Something like
it's
that?
not going to line up with your timeline.
No, it doesn't at all.
So, yeah, you got to move him. Now, hear me out. We talked about this yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about a lot how Kevin Durant can't really be traded because not one team has enough assets. And it
Right.
has to be a 3-team trade. If you're the Nets, you want a piece that you can build around, a guy who's young, excuse me, cost controlled, not really cost controlled, but young. You have him under contract. You can build around him.
Right.
We can obviously give him the most money.
Yeah, I mean, he already has a contract.
Yeah, he's
Donovan
on for
Mitchell
a few years.
could be that guy that could make the difference for the Nets. Now, obviously, Mitchell for Durant 1-for-1 isn't even.
Right.
However, it's a great. I'd hold him up with Bam in that kind of level of a haul return.
Sure.
Because you're getting, let's say you keep Kyrie. You got Kyrie, Mitchell. Terrible defense, great offense.
Right.
I mean, they already had a bad defense last.
I agree with that.
You okay, Johnny?
Yeah, I got something in my throat.
They're an offensive oriented team anyways. They don't
exactly.
go about defense.
So the Jazz get the picks from a third team.
Right.
Let's just say the Suns.
Okay.
It's a sign.
I actually have a hypothetical trade pulled up in front of me. So
Yeah.
once you're finished, I would like to
See
run
how-
this by you and see what you
Okay.
think. Oh, you want me to go by it now?
Go through it.
So the Nets, this is a 4-team trade. The
4-team
Nets,
trade.
The Nets would get
I was gonna
Mitchell.
say, yeah, tell me the 4 teams first.
All right, so it's Brooklyn, Phoenix, Indiana, and Utah are the 4 teams involved. And I think I mentioned Indiana's
Yeah.
saving cap space
Exactly.
to be involved in something like this. So Nets get Donovan Mitchell, Michael Bridges, Miles Turner. Suns get Kevin Durant. Pacers get DeAndre Ayton. Jazz get Ben Simmons, Cam Thomas from the Nets, 5 first-round picks, 4 from Phoenix, 1 from Cleveland, and 3 swaps from Phoenix.
So what do the Pacers give up in that trade?
Pacers give up Miles Turner,
That's it.
and they get and a pick
and a pick.
for DeAndre Ayton.
I think
So
it's a pretty
in
good
all
trade.
in this case, the Pacers would make out the most probably. You basically just swap in Ayton and Turner, and then you have to give up 1 pick. So they're not really doing too much here. But yeah, that's what this place has. So I mean, that's a little crazy. I don't think Ben Simmons is going to get moved. I just don't think that's going to happen.
Imagine pulling off a trade like that with 4 fucking teams.
You know how much has to go into that though. Like they have to, you have to be on the phone. Like they had to have this planned out for a while. Like this isn't just something that you just come up with one day and it's like, all right, let's do it. Like you got to plan this out. But yeah, I mean that's definitely a possibility at this point. I mean the way the NBA is, dude, it's like we've seen it. Like you hear like in this situation, it's like the Knicks. Like oh, it's inevitable that he's going to go to the Knicks, right? But it's like years ago when Kawhi Leonard, when he requested a trade and all that was happening, no one, not a single person and their mother, not even Kawhi's agent probably thought that Toronto was going to trade for him.
Yeah.
Teams come out of the woodworks and, you offer a package that a team can't refuse, and that's how it works. So a team could come out of the woodworks and get Donovan here. But yeah, it's there's a lot of different possibilities that could happen here.
I'll tell you right now, it won't be Boston. I'll tell you that.
No, God, no. I remember that was a whole thing years ago because, like, in the bubble, Donovan Mitchell, like, Jalen, all those guys were hanging out, and they have, like, a close relationship to Team USA and stuff, but they don't need him. I personally don't want him. Just kind of, you got what you got there. You don't have to add to it like that.
Then you're good.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell is a guy that shoots 21 times a game, shoots 43% from the field. He'll give you 20 plus every game, but I don't know, not my type of guy I want on my team.
Yep. So it sounds like this is something could happen. I like that trade offer.
Yeah,
I think I could see something like that getting done.
a lot of movement.
If the Pacers, not the Pacers, if the Nets are really pushing for something to get traded, this is something I can see happening.
I'll tell you,
Only way I can see Katie on the move is
Donovan,
something like this.
Bridges, and Turner for Durant isn't bad.
No.
you fulfill 3 positions. So
You get
all
depth.
those guys are starters.
Exactly.
So
They're younger.
You get depth from out of that.
yep.
The
And
Jazz
you
get
want to talk
picks.
about? We were talking about defense.
Yeah.
Bridges is going to be a defensive player of the year candidate
Yeah.
for a long time. Miles Turner, I mean, when he's healthy, he's
So the
averaging
Nets
2-3
get
blocks a game.
Mitchell, Turner, and Bridges.
Yes. And you still have
That's
Kyrie.
That's a
It's
great
not bad.
haul.
That's
a
really
great
not
haul.
that's as good as it's going to get.
And the Suns don't give up too much.
Right.
You have Cam Johnson and McCall Bridges.
Yep.
And then picks. Yeah, I like that.
That's really not bad at
I
all.
like that trade.
And the Pacers, like I said, they're kind of just swapping Ayton for Turner and a pick, and that's an upgrade for them.
Yeah.
Ayton's better than Turner. So, yeah. And the Nets get rid of the headache that is Ben Simmons, so they don't
Yeah.
have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Another move for Simmons.
So Simmons go to Utah in this
Yes,
scenario?
that would be insane if
Exiled.
that happened. That
Yep.
guy would be so, like, no one would give a shit about him. He'd be so irrelevant.
If any size
Be a perfect place for him, honestly.
It is a
Get the
perfect place
hell
for him.
away
He can
from
just
all
he
the
can
spotlight.
stat pad and not worry about having to win.
what side do you think would say no in that trade? 'Cause honestly, I love that trade. I think it's a great trade.
I think. I mean, the Jazz, you get 8 picks, so
Yeah,
I mean,
the Jazz
that's
get-
really what you want.
For Mitchell.
Pacers get Ayton. The Suns get Durant.
Excuse me. My bad.
I mean, I think this is very fair for all sides. The only team that maybe might be like, the only team maybe the Nets, because they're still gonna be like, it's Kevin Durant, this and that.
Yeah, but you're getting
But like again, if you're comparing,
Depoy finalist, you're getting an All-Star,
yeah.
and
It's that, but like again, if you're looking at the other trade offs you're getting, that's probably the best.
That's
one
gonna be
you're
the best you
get.
get.
At some point, you gotta be like, okay,
Yeah.
like we'll do it. So
I'm a fan of that trade.
I'm a fan of it too.
I'm a fan of it too.
We'll see what happens, but
We keep talking basketball. Joe Torres in the comments says, "How much better do you think the Clippers are with the addition of John Wall?"
I mean,
Wall
that's to be
shooting.
seen. I mean, he hasn't, he
Exactly.
hasn't played in over 2.5 years. So I mean, if he's never going to be John Wall again, because John Wall, not his entire like offensive skill set or anything like that, but he was a speedster. Like that was one thing that separated him from other guys, was how quick and explosive he was. He tore his Achilles twice.
Yeah.
That's a
He's
fucking
not.
tough thing to come back
It's
from
you're
once.
not gonna be explosive like that anymore. I mean, he still could be, but not nearly like he was. Even if he's been staying in shape and all that stuff, it's like you haven't played, legit basketball in 2
There's
years.
shape in this game shape.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that he can be a good fit for them. I think he can, provide something, but how much he'll provide, I don't know. They gave him the minimum deal.
I like something he said where he said, like, listen, they're going to have the third best defender on me. They got Paul George
That's
and
true.
Kawhi Leonard to worry about. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Like,
Right,
I
agree with
think
that.
John Wall's got the dog in him. We've been talking
Yeah,
about we've got
I
dogs
love
in him.
John. I like John. I really do. I've always liked John Wall. It's sad that what's happening throughout the last few years, but it's just it's just to be seen. He can. I mean, he could give you. I mean, if he comes back and looks even like 70-80% with the old John Wall, I mean, that's a huge pickup for the Clippers. But that's just to be seen, like we said. So
Yeah.
hope the best for him. I really do. I have the Clippers making it to the finals. In one of our predictions videos, I said Clippers. So he could definitely help them do that.
Celtics.
Clippers Bucks, I think, was my
Shame.
prediction. Oh, that's was also pre-Brogdon, pre all that stuff. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Offseason ain't over yet.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think I like the Clippers next year. I think if everyone can stay healthy, which is big if.
It's
big
just
if.
Kawhi, dude. It's like people forget. How
Yeah.
good. You know what we asked that person, or we asked earlier, like who have you people forgotten about? Kawhi.
Yeah.
How about that? That's a good answer. Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, people
Dude's
forget.
dude's an MVP candidate every year. And
Well,
when it comes to the
He doesn't
playoffs,
play enough in the regular season.
well,
to be
when
an
it
MVP
comes to the playoffs, he's one
I
of
think
the
he's only
best
been an
players.
MVP finalist once in his career. If I can, we
Which
finished
one?
third in 2017.
Oh yeah, when he was on the Spurs,
Yeah.
he was a finalist. Yeah, and he doesn't play enough during the regular season, but when he's healthy and when he wants to play, he's by far one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah. Yep. All right, we're gonna move focus a little bit to baseball.
Baseball.
Got a lot of baseball topics. Two teams coming in hot. The Seattle Mariners and the Baltimore Orioles, both owners of 10-game winning streaks, catapulting them
Baltimore.
all the way into playoff spot. Mariners have passed the Blue Jays, or are tied with the Blue Jays. I'm taking the standings right now, so I make sure I'm right. The Mariners are tied with the Blue Jays at 47 and 42, with the O's just 2 games back of both of those. Every team in the AL East is now over 500.
Crazy.
I mean,
The Red Sox might finish in last.
the Red Sox.
Fourth right now, right?
Red Sox are also the Red Sox are tied with the Blue Jays and Mariners as well. Someone just asked Johnny, what do you think of the Orioles' impressive run? Do you think they have a shot at the wild card? I like what the O's have done this year with their rotation. There's an article written yesterday or today actually about the Orioles' analytics. So Mike Elias was the guy who came from the Astros to the O's to become their GM, and he kind of brought in a new analytics focus to the team. And you can really see it in their pitching. So Austin Voth was a pitcher for the Nationals for many years. Came over to the O's like 4 weeks ago, and has been a different pitcher with the O's. And what he says is that the O's just use so much analytics, there's so much data on everything that they can do that that they have transformed him and made him a new pitcher. They just know so much more. He knows so much more about pitching from just joining the Orioles, which is a big slight on the Nationals because the Nationals are not analytically inclined. I like Cedric Mullins a lot. He's having a not as good of a year as he did last year, but he's still a solid player for them. Truth of the matter is, I don't think they have enough offense to carry them for the rest of the season. I cannot see them being.
Their luck's gonna run out.
Their luck's going to run out at some point. I mean, I'm going to read you their lineup. You tell me how many of these players you've heard of. Robinson Chirinos. He's been around for a bit. Ryan Mountcastle.
That's an awesome name.
Rougned Odor. He's been around for a bit, but he's not good. Jorge Mateo. Ramon Urias. Austin Hayes. Cedric Mullins. Anthony Santander. And Trey Mancini.
Who is
and they
their,
got also Adlai Rushman, too.
Who's their rookie?
Adlai Rushman.
Oh, okay.
Not great. Yeah, about league average. Listen, I like what the O's have done this year. I think there are things that they can build upon. Jordan Lyles, Tyler Wells have been good. Dean Kramer. I think he's Jewish player, Dean Kramer.
No biased opinion there.
No biased opinion. They have guys. They have guys who have started to show up a little bit for them, but they don't have that name. They don't have that guy. I can't see them.
They don't
have that dog in them.
You beat me
No,
to
they
it.
might have. They might have that dog in them.
You beat me to it.
But they don't have anyone that's kind of like an anchor guy. I think they'll peter out come August, the dog days of August, and it's impressive what they're doing right now. They're not that good of a team, however.
What is it? Oh, so who have they been beating? Because they swept.
So they played the
3 straight
Cubs.
series.
They played the Cubs last night. They beat them. They've been taking 2 from the Cubs. They played the Angels for 3. They swept for 4, and they beat the Rangers and the Twins for 1 game.
All right.
So it's not like the best.
I was gonna say it's not like they're. Any team, any given night can win, but it's not like you're playing like the Yankees or the fucking any other like great teams.
Yeah. Now, flipping that, a team that I do think is actually good is the Mariners. I like the Mariners. I think, they're getting a great performance out of their rookie, Julio Rodriguez, an all-star, who just said yesterday he's going to do the home run derby.
Yeah.
Jesse Winker is starting to turn around a bit. J.P. Crawford has been like above average this year. He's having a better year. Eugenio Suarez rebounded very nicely this year compared to his previous year. Ty France has been a huge bat for them. They got guys in that lineup who are actually good. And then you look at the rotation. I mean, they still got the reigning Cy Young Award winner. He hasn't been as good, Robbie Ray. They got Logan Gilbert, who's been a godsend for them this year. They have guys in that rotation who are actually good. They got dogs. They got dogs. Their bullpen's been great this year. There are pieces they could get at the deadline that can help them get over that hump. The Mariners are legit. So if we're playing legit or quit, Mariners legit, Orioles I'm quitting on. But they're 2 games back. The O's. The Mariners are tied for a wild card spot. It's going to be a close fight all the way to the end.
We're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer.
But as we were talking about before, the Red Sox are slipping. They took 2.
They were looking good for a little bit, and
Yeah.
now they're slipping again.
They'll right the ship enough, I think.
Chris Sale looked okay in his first game back. I know
Red
we really
Sox
talked
suck.
about that, but he looked all
I'm fucking
right.
saying it. They suck.
Yeah. 7 of the last 10.
David Ortiz.
Pretty much all to the Rays.
David Ortiz did a
Yeah.
interview today, and he said they better bring back Devers.
I mean, they got
Did you
him.
hear what fucking Henry said about that?
What?
John Henry, the owner of the Red Sox, was like, "Yeah, it takes 2 to tango."
No.
So like he
well,
literally
all
threw
right.
it in their face, saying it's their problem that they're not coming back.
Nice, nice.
He's like, "Yeah, it takes 2 to tango. People don't understand. It costs a lot of money to run a team." I'm like,
Nice.
Then don't buy a
fuck
team.
up. Shut the fuck up.
I hate the Red Sox.
Someone also, Barry McCockner.
I love it.
Barry McCockner.
Barry
great
McCockner.
name. Says, do you think Juan Soto will end up getting traded at the deadline? No. No shot Soto gets traded at the deadline. Listen, that's will sell everyone else off, not Soto. There's not a trade offer a team will make that's going to be enough for the Nats to recoup on Soto. Soto's being wasted right now.
Realistically, if there was a trade,
That's
not
the way
no
this whole
players,
trip.
but like type of players, amount of picks, like what would have to.
So you
come
can't-
back
don't
to
trade picks in
Washington?
baseball.
Okay, so prospects.
Picks are
prospects.
completely
No,
irrelevant.
you would have to
Prospects.
get someone who's already at the All-Star level,
Okay.
almost at the All-Star level. You would have to get
A shit ton of top prospects.
like theoretically, Adley Rushman. You'd have to, if you're taking like a team, like one of those type of guys, Adley Rushman, Julio Rodriguez, one of those type of players would have to be the only. Bobby Witt Jr. would be the focal point of any trade. You have to get one of the best young players in baseball. Because here's a fun fact: O'Neal Cruz, the Pirates stud rookie, is older than Juan Soto.
How old? What? 23 is
24 or 23. Yeah.
Wow.
O'Neal Cruz was October 4th, 1998, and Juan Soto was born like 2 weeks after him.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's so fucking young. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I mean, when you think of that, I mean, whatever team would get him is going to get him for a while. Like you're talking like a
Trade for a
10-year
guy like
investment.
that, you're holding on to him for the rest of his career.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you got to sign him. That's the whole thing. He's 3 weeks younger than O'Neal Cruz. It's absolutely crazy. He's not getting traded unless a team absolutely
Godfather
offer gives up everyone. Jason Dominguez is even enough. Like, there's not a trade offer that you can think of realistically right now.
Is there one person in the MLB that you would really, really want for Juan Soto?
No.
Like, not one. No.
There's
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I wouldn't want.
Who can replicate?
I wouldn't want to get rid of someone like that to a generational talent. 'Cause that's what he is. He's a generational talent.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the truth of the matter is that. And I just want to run through some Juan Soto stats in the last couple of weeks too,
Please.
because he is on an absolute tear.
He had 4 home runs the last 5 games or something like
Yeah.
that.
So let's see. So first of all, my favorite Juan Soto stat right now is his walks. Let me pull it up real quick. So I just want to look up standard walk total. So Juan Soto has 21 more walks than the next person, which is Max Muncy. So Soto has 76 walks this year. Muncy has 55.
Jeez.
If you were to look at the next from 21 down, so from 55 walks, so minus 21 would be 34. Am I right? 34? Yep. 34. You'd have to go through the next. Let me just see if I can find this. So 2. I'm doing some quick math real quick. My computer's just freezing. 34. That would be 50 players in between the next
Wow.
21 walks.
Wow.
That's how much further ahead Juan Soto is on just walks alone. Now let me continue. Over the last 2 weeks, Juan Soto has been the best player in baseball, and it's not even close. So since he hit his low of 214, a season low, batting at 214. Listen, he's only at 245 right now, but he's a 900 OPS because he walks so much. But this was his Shohei for Soto. I mean, yeah.
I think that's a ripoff for the Nationals. Honestly, I think it's a ripoff for the Nationals.
I mean,
I don't even think that gets it done. The guy's 4 years younger than Ohtani.
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
So since
age
June-
is a big factor here.
Since June 22nd, Juan Soto's hitting 385 with a 750 slugging percentage, a 1306 OPS. Now, even a little bit smaller sample size than that. If we go to the last 2 weeks alone, let's see. What was 2 weeks ago? I think that was about 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Since June 25th, he's hitting 413 with an 804 OPS, a 1389 OPS. OPS, an 804 slugging percentage.
Jeez.
He's slugging 804 in the last 2 weeks. That's only with 5 home runs, too. I mean, he's just hitting the piss out of the balls. He has 19 walks, 2 intentional walks, and only 7 strikeouts in that span. He has, I saw something that said in the last week or so, or 15 games, in his last 15 days or something, he has a 650. Yeah. Since in July, he has a 605 on base percentage. He's getting on base 60% of the time in July.
Hey, listen, the guy's good. The guy's really fucking good.
The guy is really fucking good.
That's nuts. Yeah, I mean, that it would really be not stupid. Like you said, you need to have a Godfather offer to get rid of this guy. It's generational. You don't see guys like this all the time. So
none of these trades that people are making in the comments are even close to what you'd have to get for Juan Soto. I'm just Kyle Tucker and Jose Sirius for Soto. No, it's not there. You'd have to give up probably Luis Garcia. You'd have to give up. You have to leverage everything because Juan Soto is that guy. Mm-hmm. He is that good. So Yeah. No is the answer. Juan Soto is not getting traded at the deadline. It's an offseason. If it is a trade, it'd be offseason. Soto has talked about wanting to stay in D.C. potentially. He says, I could see myself staying here. I think they're still going to have some conversation about an extension throughout the year. We'll see what happens there. I'd say about 50-50 that he stays, goes. I mean, he's always had to bet on the home team for keeping him. But, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it like in baseball, and basketball, I mean, where like your home team can offer more money?
No.
No.
But we've been talking about some good things now. We're going to move to some bad baseball. The Blue Jays underperforming this season. We said they've slipped to a tie in the last wild card spot with the Mariners and Red Sox. Have decided to fire their manager, Charlie Montoyo, amid recent struggles and a disappointing season for the preseason favorites.
How long has he been in the GM?
Manager, yeah. How many years has he been
It's
there?
going on 5.
I think this is his 5th year, yeah.
Gotcha.
The Blue Jays have come into their own the last couple of years, but expectations were very high for them.
Oh yeah,
should.
Yeah, they should have been.
I think I had them winning the division this year.
Yeah. On April 1st, they actually extended Montoyo's contract.
Tough.
It's funny how that shit works, huh?
Tough.
Yeah. It's who's their new interim?
Just tells you, even if you sign an extension as a manager, your job's not safe.
No.
It's a business at the end.
It's
of
a
the day.
business. It will be interesting to see what the Blue Jays do in response. Apparently, he didn't have like the nature that the Blue Jays were looking for in terms of like the fight in him. He's kind of more of a player's manager, kind of more chill.
Sure.
They're looking for someone to kind of motivate guys, and he wasn't doing it for them, so they canned him. And this is the third manager fired this year, joining Joe Girardi, and Joe Madden. First non-Joe to be fired. And if you
Tough
look
year to be Joe.
tough year to be a Joe. If you look at how that did, the Phillies kind of have been a little bit better since firing him. The Angels have absolutely collapsed. So,
That's why I was trying to tell you, John. I don't think it made a fucking difference getting rid of him.
I saw a stat. It was like the team record since the Mariners Angels fight or something like that. Angels
Mariners.
like 3-10, and the Mariners are the complete opposite.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, well,
All right.
that's baseball.
That's
baby.
baseball, baby. Inside baseball, really
Inside
quick.
baseball.
We just got inside baseball. Let's see any other comments about baseball. Let's just see. Apparently, Soto just bought a house in Arlington, Virginia, which is like close.
Soto did?
Yeah. Someone says Altuve, Gurriel, and Bregman for Soto. Why would the Nats want a 38-year-old first baseman, a 34-year-old second baseman, and an Alex Bregman?
How old
Who's
is
been-
Altuve? He's 34.
I think he's that old. He's been around for a while.
Yeah, I mean, he has been around.
been around.
for-
Stupid fucking trade.
Yeah, that is stupid.
He is 32, not 34. 32.
Still,
Still
though.
stupid.
Yeah.
That's almost 10 years older than
Yeah.
Soto.
Yeah.
No shot.
No shot. What do you think the chances of Ohtani and Trout getting traded? None. Not happening.
Which one would? All right.
Ohtani.
got
So
way
who
more
would
chance
who would be
getting traded.
first?
Ohtani.
Yeah.
Trout's a lifelong angel. He's
Yeah.
not going anywhere. Ohtani would be the one to get traded. He's got 2 years left on that deal, 1 year left on that deal. I can't remember. But yeah, if either of them are going to get traded, it would be Ohtani. It's not happening though. There's no reason for like Soto, you're not going to get anyone in return that's good enough for Ohtani.
Has to be a Godfather.
Like it has to be a
offer, yeah.
Godfather offer. Like it's funny because last year Ohtani was the best hitter in baseball. This year he might
he's
just
the
go
best
around and be the
pitcher.
best pitcher in
Yeah.
baseball. Like it's
He's show.
absolutely
I mean, he's his last stretch of games definitely is helping that argument.
last year, Big Nick, we were talking about like awards before the season, and you said Ohtani was going to win the Cy Young, but not MVP. And I was like, how could that possibly happen? You know, it doesn't really make much sense. This is the way that it could happen. Shohei Ohtani, had another great start last night. I didn't see his stats, but he, what was it? He pitched like really well last night. I mean, even as a hitter though, he's still doing very well. 841 OPS, 136 OPS plus. His pitching numbers are 238 and 15 starts. He doesn't pitch that many innings, but like
Still,
this guy should be MVP every year. There's no more value you can get from a player than Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
But in any scenario, like he could win Cy Young this year. You could do it.
I mean,
Crazy.
that would be absolute. That just adds to the legend that is Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah. That's gonna be hard because you got Verlander, who's making a huge push this year.
Yeah, and plus
But-
he has the whole
and Shane
coming
McClanahan.
back from Tommy John on
Yeah.
his side too. So
And technically, Shohei Ohtani isn't a qualified pitcher because he doesn't pitch enough innings. But he
Oh.
could get there. He's close. He's very close to qualifying for the
Still
ERA.
got a half a season.
Yeah. Yeah.
oh yeah, I got plenty of time. You just can't get hurt.
All right. Let's move on. Let's go to a different sport. Dante, we'll talk about your favorite topic.
I'm already smiling.
You're-
Ear to ear, baby.
Zach Wilson.
My guy.
He's back.
My guy. My dog.
He re-emerges on social media,
Oh, yeah.
Of course he does.
posting a photo that says "Poor service. What did I miss?"
What did I miss? He was with his teammates on a little trip. Didn't have great service. Yeah,
Did he not have great service?
Yep. Yep. Sources. Trust me, bro.
He's fucking your mother in Idaho? What?
Whoa. Yeah, honestly, that's true. He's got that. He's got that dog in him. Yeah.
Yes.
I
You heard it here first. Calm wouldn't be mad if Zach Wilson fucked his mom.
don't think many people would be upset. He's a good look. Hey, he's a good looking dude. Like get a free jersey.
Yeah. There you go.
That all right? Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Well, hey, when you're right,
Yeah,
when you're
it's not
right,
cheating.
when you're right, you're right.
Would you call him dad?
Dude, they're like the same age. He's only like 2 years older than you.
Zach Daddy?
Zach Daddy.
I want to be the
Hey, would you
officiant.
call him dad? Would you call him your father? I already do.
I already do. Oh my God! I just googled Zach Wilson and it says top stories: news about Zach Wilson, comma mom.
Let's go. Let's go. How old is he? 23?
22.
22? Bro, that
This best friend though. Someone's got.
this happened I think it was the 2016 NBA draft is when it like hit me. I'm like older than all these guys now, dude. Like all these athletes coming in, like I think it was 2016. They were like saying like, oh, these guys are 18, 19. I'm sitting there at like 19, 20 years old. I'm like, damn, bro, what am I doing? I'm watching these guys get drafted. And yeah, I'm doing something wrong, brother. I'm doing something wrong. It's crazy. But yeah, I also heard some depressing news that this could be a fake story, but I don't believe it. I'm never going to not believe this story.
Yeah.
I'm just always going to look at Zach Wilson as the mom hunter, the MILF hunter, and my MVP. My MVP. He is arguably one of my favorite players in the NFL right now. So.
The way Zach's outed him like that it seems very real.
What happened? Oh, yeah. There's definitely something there. I'm acting like it happened. Yeah, I'm telling everyone that I fucked my mom's best friend. Yeah, I'm running with that 1,000%. So,
Yep.
my
Anybody
man.
else hear that?
It sounds like a cat.
Yeah. You heard that though,
I
right?
thought I heard
yeah.
something too.
Is there a cat in the office?
Is there a cat?
Sophie, did you bring spoons?
That was weird. I did hear that too. I thought it was.
Okay, I
one
want to
of
make
our
sure I'm not
chairs.
the only one who fucking.
No, I thought it was one of our chairs. But I don't think because mine does that, but that's not what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, that light went out finally.
Finally, yeah. It was flickering the other day.
I heard it again.
Hold on. We're going to be quiet for a second on the podcast. No?
Nothing.
Nothing.
We're here. We're all
hearing it.
saying
Hearing
that,
it, we're
right?
hearing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Everyone
We're
check
fucking
your
hearing
feet.
it.
Everyone check underneath. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Speaking of fucking cats, I got a fucking story.
All right, go ahead, Big Nick.
So last night, I'm taking the dog outside to go to the bathroom. I flicked the light on. Another light. Fucking 2 fucking cats are sitting on my fucking yard.
Aw.
I fucking open up the window and I go,
Oh.
and those things went, pew! And I go, get the fuck off my property.
Do they have like tags? They have like
Yeah, they're
thing?
fucking the
Okay.
next door neighbor.
Oh,
The next
so
door
they have a
neighbor's got
neighbor's
6
cat.
cats.
Really?
6 cats.
Wow, that's a little too much.
There's like 8 cats in the neighborhood.
That's crazy. That's a lot. Single or it's a couple? Family? Or is it
Cat
just
lady?
I
a
honestly
crazy-
haven't even seen these.
Okay,
people
I was gonna
yet.
say because
You've
it's
just
like
seen
a
the
crazy
cats.
old lady that.
I
owns
have
a
been
ton of
told
cats.
they're the crazy people in the neighborhood.
Oh, that's well that cat.
Yeah.
You want to call
Crazy
$500,000
neighborhood.
cheap? Go ahead.
Nothing's
We
cheap
got
nowadays.
We got a good question from Joe Torres in the comments. If you could reverse one call in a past sports game, what would it be?
I would say Rams Saints that the pass interference because
Yeah.
I think we have been robbed of seeing a Drew Brees Tom Brady Super Bowl. That's like people talk about like there was no LeBron Kobe finals matchup, blah blah blah. I think Tom Brady, Drew Brees, two of the best quarterbacks ever playing at the same time, never once made it to the Super Bowl together.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
a terrible. It was just one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Any of the dumbass taunting penalties from
Or taunting. Yeah. Taunting's ridiculous.
One comes to mind. They were talking about this in the comments. Andres Galarraga.
That's what I was thinking.
Yep. His perfect game that was blown by Joe West.
Oh.
Or it was Jim Joyce. Jim Joyce.
Jim Joyce.
Jim Joyce, yeah, blown by Jim
Brutal.
Joyce. Brutal call there. Absolutely cost him. I mean, like, you could do the Dallas call instead of catch Des Bryant. That was a classic one.
Yeah. How about the Seahawks Packers? The catch. Who caught ball? Was it a touchdown? Was it
Oh,
an
yeah.
interception?
But that one doesn't have like huge stakes.
That
You
didn't.
know
That weren't
what?
a lot
That'd
of
be great.
stakes in there.
But like,
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, if you're talking about coaching calls too, Super Bowl 2015,
Don't let the cat in.
that was fine. Yeah.
What? Which one? Which
The
one?
tuck
you
roll,
talking about?
totally
No,
fine.
not tuck roll.
The tuck roll is fine.
2015 Super Bowl. Talking about coaching call.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a coaching call. That's not a call that can get taken. I thought you were talking about like refereeing.
Yeah, I mean, it could be either.
Well, that's
Oh, if
just,
it's either, then
that's
yeah,
just
that's
Pete Carroll
definitely
being
gotta
a
go up
fucking
there.
idiot.
Bless
It's
you.
not our fault. Pete Carroll
Look,
is
I am-
fucking stupid. Got Marshawn Lynch on his team. Throw the ball at 1 yard line.
Yep. No, that's a good question. Got a lot of questions
That was
today.
a good question.
All right, we got another topic. I've been talking about a lot of this lately. We talked a lot about it, but I want to talk more about it because it's in the news.
Okay.
Albuquerque, New Mexico is building a statue of Walter White and Jesse Pinkman.
As they should.
Oh, what?
As
Yep.
they should. I am 100% on board with this.
That's awesome.
So the series creator Vince Gilligan is donating the statue to the city of Albuquerque to kind of honor the city of Albuquerque. As he says, over the course of 15 years, 2 TV shows and 1 movie, Albuquerque has been wonderful to us. I wanted to return the favor and give something back. He says he does this in hopes to help Albuquerque with tourism. People would come down to see this. Personally, I would do that.
Go all the way to New Mexico just to see the sign.
Well, no,
I-
if I was like in New Mexico in the area, I would go out of my
if
way
you're,
to see
if
it.
you're
Yeah.
in the area, that's
I wouldn't go to
totally
New Mexico just to see it, but if I was there, I would make sure I saw it. before I
different.
leave.
A couple fucking burritos.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, why would I be there in the first place?
So I mean, I would do like the Breaking Bad walking tour. Just go see all the sites.
They just this
Clean the chimney, you know what I'm saying?
just build a museum at that point. Walter White, Jesse Pinkman museum.
Oh my god, I'd see a Breaking Bad museum in Albuquerque. I would go in a heartbeat.
That would be pretty fucking
Yeah,
cool.
but like, there's like, so the Walter White's house, the house that they used for the exterior shots.
Yeah.
The person who lives there hates tourists. They have
Really?
a fence
oh,
built.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. People always stopping by and taking pictures.
Let me see if I can find it. White House Breaking Bad. I just googled the White House, which has mixed results.
What's that time, baby?
Almost that time. But yeah, there's like fences built around it. Like you can't really walk up to it.
Yeah, that
apparently
sucks.
That's
there's
the house and Bring It Back.
there's the house in Breaking Bad. Like they built like a real fence in front of it.
Yeah, that sucks.
Apparently people used to go up and throw pizzas on the roof. Of the house.
People are ridiculous.
See, you don't buy a house with that kind of fame on it.
Yeah, like if you're
You're asking for it.
you're asking.
You are asking for it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'd
You're
buy that
asking
house.
for it.
Would you buy if you're a Breaking Bad fan or of any like famous house? Would you buy a famous house?
No.
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 I don't think so. No.
And I'm definitely not buying Pop Smoke's house.
Yeah, they don't know the address.
Airbnb. I was thinking like the Conjuring house, something like imagine buying the Conjuring
Mm-hmm.
house.
Yeah.
That's always being resold to like ghost hunters and shit like that. People
Yeah.
buy and then resell it because they're like, wait a minute, this place actually is haunted.
Yeah, but like I would go to like the what's the hotel that Wendy works at? I'd go there. I'd see the
Hotel
Wendy, the prostitute, in
The
season.
ghost? What?
No, in Breaking Bad.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wendy.
Wendy.
I
The
know.
she's with Jesse.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I
yeah,
was,
yeah.
I
Okay.
had no idea what we were talking
Uh-huh.
about for a second. Okay,
Um,
like the Full House.
No, I'm talking about.
I'm saying like other famous houses.
Sure,
that you
sure.
could buy and
But I'm
stuff,
saying if I
Full
were to go to
House.
Albuquerque
Yeah.
and like walk around and see the sites, it would only be
that same
Yeah.
hotel.
probably not. But now there's so much more I'd see too because of Better Call Saul. The building that they built, they have Los Pollos Hermanos is obviously not a Los Pollos Hermanos.
Manos, pedazos.
Apparently, the old
Possums.
Saul Goodman's office was owned by a restaurant, and the restaurant put up like this concrete deck in the parking lot, so it looked very different. So if you're watching like El Camino, they do an exterior shot of it, and you can see what it looks like in actuality. The restaurant went under during the pandemic, and so in the new season of Better Call Saul,
Bless you.
the new season of Better Call Saul, The Office is featured in it, but they were able to use the office space. But what they had to do, because they had this concrete, thing in the parking lot, is they had to literally jackhammer up the concrete to reestablish it as Saul Goodman's office.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Interesting.
Little
Easter egg.
Little Easter egg for there. But yeah, I would see these statues.
Yeah, I would too. If I'm in New Mexico for something,
I just don't ever see
in the
myself
area.
New Mexico. That's the thing.
Yeah, what am I going to New Mexico
Yeah.
for?
I mean, it's a scene. Like if you're in Arizona, you can make
That's
it.
a far fucking ride.
You could do like a Southwest tour of America, see just like the sights of like there's so many national parks around there and stuff.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
starting.
tell you one thing, Johnny. If you ever get there, take a photo for me. All right.
Yep, I'll take a photo. I'll do the whole thing. Yeah. All right, Big Nick.
John.
Oh, you think he thinks we forgot about him? John.
Speaking of O'Neal Cruz, he threw a ball 98 miles an hour from short to first.
Whoa.
Fastest throw recorded by an infielder in the StatCast era.
Oh my God.
Wait, say that one more time. It's
98 miles an hour from short to first.
Who threw it?
O'Neal Cruz. He's just so large. Jesus Christ,
He's
it's
a big
crazy.
He is.
Here he comes.
He's very hot.
Steal Steinman's mic. He doesn't get to speak anymore.
Rights have been stripped. I feel bad.
Here we go. Welcome, John.
John, welcome to the show.
Howdy, good to meet you. Wasn't it fit?
Yeah,
No,
welcome.
this is Threesomes Joke 6, sponsored by 69.
Threesome Joke 6, sponsored by 69. There we go.
Sponsored by your mother.
John. Hey.
Oh, I absolutely killed him on that one. Oh, that was bad. That was bad. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Ooh, a sex joke. Here we go.
Ooh, a sex joke.
Here we go.
Nope.
Nah, no, a sex joke. Yeah, we got a sex joke here, huh?
If sex with 3 people is called a threesome, and sex with 4 people is called a foursome, I guess now it's clear why everyone calls me handsome.
I like that one.
Oh, so that's why they call me that.
Call
I like that
handsome.
one. That was
What are you
good.
like on YouTube comments or not? What are you
don't know where the
on
fuck
right
I
now?
don't
It looks
know
like
what
you're
the
like
fuck
on
I'm on.
YouTube comments.
The 15 best threesome jokes. I like that one too.
Okay, definitely can't read that one.
No,
No, definitely,
Which one?
definitely can't read that one.
no,
Definitely can't read that
We'll keep
one.
that one to ourselves.
All right. Here
We've
we go.
said some bad ones, but
A man is depressed and he sighs.
Ugh.
A bully says, "Stop citing. You sound like some guys having a threesome."
What?
wait.
I'm going to read it again. I think it makes sense. I just got to read it again.
I think it makes sense.
A man is depressed and he sighs. Like
Yeah.
a bully says, "Stop sighing. You sound like some guys having a threesome." So it's like,
You know when you're depressed, you go.
I see why that one only got one like. The one ahead of it has 14, but that's one we can't say,
I
unfortunately.
can't read that one.
Oh, I get the Psy, the guy who made Open Gundam.
Oh. Of course.
That's what it is.
And he had lots of threesomes.
Ton of them.
Loved having threesomes.
Ton of them. The stories that man
What do
could
you think that
tell.
guy's doing now?
He actually came out with a new album
Yeah?
a few months ago.
album?
Yep.
The guy-
Whole album. No. Didn't understand a word he was saying the whole time.
Gangnam.
I am 1,000% reading this joke. It's got the name Sally in it.
Oh, I see it. 14 likes, though. It's a good one. It ends with the end, all caps.
The end. I love when a joke ends with the end.
Just
To
so
be
you know
continued?
when it ends.
Greg says to his friend, which is a girl, and says, "Hey,
Greg says to his friend, who is a female, who is a woman, by the way. She's just a friend, though, guys. All right.
So Greg says
Greg.
to his friend, which is a girl, and says, do you want to do something?" And the girl says, sure, why not? Greg says, well then, we have to go somewhere secretively. The girl says, well, okay then.
Are you? I don't think you have to say all those hmms in there. I don't.
This home's,
It's probably part, it might be part of it.
Greg says, great. So Greg brings Sally to a tree so no one can see them. And then Sally says, so what are we going to do behind the big tree? Greg says, well, pull down your pants and I'ma show you. Sally says, okay, sounds like fun to me. And then Greg pulls his pants down and tells Sally to lay on the ground and then puts his dick in Sally's pussy and goes up and down and up and down and up and down until Sally starts to moan like a wildebeest. Then suddenly their teacher comes over and hears her.
Our teacher.
No.
Fiction? What is that? You mean
I think we should be porn.
reading a
Joke. This is a porn story. This is a
Reddit
story.
threesome.
All right, finish it. The teacher found them? Where are they?
So
At
where
school?
was I here? All right. Sally Brown puts a dick in our eye. All right, we're good. All right, here we go.
Yeah, we covered that.
Okay.
We covered that.
Sally starts to moan more and more, and then suddenly the teacher hears her moan, and then the teacher's...
Shut up! He's finishing it.
All right. Her mom do you want to hear the joke? Get over here.
We don't even
Good.
know if it's a joke yet.
I mean, I'm trying to get halfway through this fucking thing. All right. Here's her moan, and the teacher sees what Greg and Sally are doing, and then the teacher gets in on the fun, and both Greg and Sally start fucking the teacher, and then the teacher moans, and the whole school makes their own sex groups, and the whole school has threesome. The end.
What was the joke?
That wasn't a joke.
What was the joke?
Have a good week, everyone. I'm out.
There was no joke.
It was in here.
All right, no.
It's got 14 likes.
Serious question. Where are you right now? Are you on a website?
It
What?
says threesome jokes.
What a poorly written erotic.
Where's
I know.
jokes?
And then she
Oh.
starts to moan. And then she moans, and then the teacher starts, and then they're all having sex.
I feel like.
All right, we're gonna train.
Big Nick, I have an idea for something. So I own a book. It's called A Gronking to Remember.
Is this a joke or you actually?
It's a real book. It's a real book.
Okay. I feel like this is a joke.
What is it?
It's called A Gronking to Remember.
Oh,
Gronk?
I've
A Gronk to
a
Remember?
Gronk erotica.
Yes, Gronk erotica.
Like
I have an
erotica?
idea. No, it's
erotica.
it's a porno book. But it's about a woman who is obsessed with Rob Gronkowski, a Boston woman. I feel like I need you to do some readings of it. I will bring it in to work, and
You own the book?
I own the book. It was bought as a gift.
Do you know that some?
It was a gift!
You know, like some companies like pay you to like do audio readings of
Yeah.
books. You should
Big
get
Nick
in
doing
on
the-
that.
the audio
the
reading
Gronk
of a Gronk
erotica. Narrated by Big Nick.
There's a
Once upon a time,
sequel.
there were three little pigs. One was moaning, one was humping, and the other was dick sucking.
So I'm gonna read you like one
Oink,
point.
oink. Oink, 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 oink. That bacon was extra crispy.
I'm just gonna read you a quick passage from A Gronking to Remember.
Oh my god.
You know what? Go ahead, please do.
All right.
And then I finish with my top three and we're done. I mean, not top three, but three and we're done.
Top three something.
We did at the Super Bowl last year. We did a halftime show reading of A Gronking to Remember.
Awesome.
Wow, you guys got really
Oh,
ready
you
for
know
the
what would be a
50-yard
great
line, huh?
fantasy football punishment? Is you have to like stand up like poetry, but you
You
read
read it, yeah. A Gronking to Remember.
I'd want to lose the fantasy
All
on
right.
purpose.
That would be hilarious.
This is the starting passage. I'll never forget the first time I saw Gronk spike a football. The unrivaled power of his touchdown dance, the Gronk. I jettisoned jiggling ribbons of electric jelly through my body and melted my knees like two pads of margarine. Turned me on quicker and made me wetter than any other time in my life other than my wedding night.
How like big is this book? How many
It's
pages is
not
it?
that big.
I was gonna say there's no way
like a pamphlet.
that she wrote like 100 pages of this or something.
Here's another line.
69 pages.
Suddenly, all I wanted to do was watch Gronk do his thing in the zone of the place there. My vagina demanded it. So,
Gronk, score, Gronk.
There's some freaks out there, bro.
so
That's fucking. That's
Freaks.
fucked.
yeah, it's fucked.
That's fucked.
She wants to get fucked.
It's yeah, I mean,
Apparently so.
it's
Hardcore.
quite the story. We've read it many times in my household.
It's a family favorite.
It's out on the table for anyone to read. For anyone to read.
They want it
people
picked
just,
back
people
up.
just pick it up. Can you read it with one hand?
You come home from work when your roommate's just sitting on the couch, legs crossed, reading the book. Funny as fuck.
Nothing.
No.
All right, we're gonna change this up a little bit here. I'm going off the sex jokes.
All right, we're off sex jokes.
All right,
Not even jokes. Just
I can't read that. I definitely can't read that one. See, like I'm skimming.
After reading what you just did, you definitely could have read that first one that you said you couldn't read. You absolutely could have.
All right, here we go. Excuse me, a reporter says. May I interview you? The man says, sure. Reporter says, what's your name? The man says, Abdullah Rahim. I don't know how you say it. Abdullah Rahim. I don't know. Rahim. The reporter says, sex? Man says, 3 to 5 times a week. Reporter says, no. I mean male
no,
or...
we shouldn't.
No?
No,
That's
no.
it?
No, just skip the joke.
What do you mean?
We should.
All right.
Yeah, it gets.
All right.
Yeah, I read ahead.
Get all
Yeah.
dicey.
All right.
It's like my last appearance.
No, what are you talking
All
about?
right. Let's see here.
Oh my goodness.
You know what? Let's end it with a. Hold on here. Let's get one more in here. Just get it over with. All right. Oh, it says Viagra. There you go.
Oh, it says Viagra again. That's the line.
This one says pussy in
Pussy and uterus.
pussy in
All right,
uterus.
here
I
we
can't
go.
say.
We're
We're gonna end with we got best life jokes here, okay? 3 quick jokes will be done. I'll admit it, guys. I have a tremendous sex drive. My girlfriend lives 40 miles away. Okay. All right.
2 more.
Let's see. How do you make a pool table laugh?
How?
Hitting the holes, baby.
You tickle its balls.
I'm thinking holes, but that one works too.
We'll end with this one. Why does a mermaid wear seashells?
Why?
Because she outgrew her bee shells.
I like that.
Okay.
Bra size.
PG-13.
Very PG-13.
All right, Big Nick. Let's go with the outro.
All right, then.
All right.
So if you guys want to hear Big Nick read more porn,
More erotica. You might have a career. You might have a career.
I'll tell you one thing, the
erotica.
Patreon page would skyrocket.
Oh, we should have Patreon.
Fuck. That's
Big
such a
Nick reads Gronking on Patreon.
Yeah.
That's honestly probably-
$10
Yeah,
a
that's
month
the
to
move.
get Big Nick erotica. That's fucking.
$10 a month. Big Nick erotica.
I'd pay for that shit.
Yep.
All right. Joke of the day went a little south like $4.95, but it's okay. It's all right. We started reading it, and I'm glad Johnny caught it before it was too late. So, it's very overwhelming reading all these jokes at once. Okay? So,
Hey,
that's why I got my buddy over here to watch us out. So, yeah. So you guys know the deal. It's joke of the day. If you don't like it, shut it off. Okay, that's what it is. So we always try to keep certain ones out of the way. So good thing we had a brush, broom it up, sweep it up, and be done. But make sure you like and subscribe. Turn those notifications on. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Regular schedule next week. Joke of the day will be back on Wednesdays. And I'll try to make sure I don't sneak in one of those other jokes.
and wear protection.
That's a wrap.
Oh, yeah. Buy your American